37 years ago in 1973, I stood on this stage to receive my grade 13 diploma. At the time, I thought it would be cool to make a fashion statement, and so I showed up wearing a 3-piece blue velvet suit and 4-inch high platform shoes. As I received my diploma on stage, I leaned over and whispered to the vice principal, "I bet you thought I wouldn't make it." Every time I come across my graduation photo now, I think to myself, what were you thinking? The truth of the matter is I didn't do a whole lot of thinking back then. Like many students, I coasted through school and did not fully realize my potential. Over the years that followed high school, I often wish I had been more involved in school programs and had made more of an effort to achieve higher grades. And so my involvement as chair of the Reunion Planning Committee was, in a sense, an opportunity to make up for a somewhat lackluster high school career, and in a way to apologize to my teachers, but more so to myself. I must tell you, however, that I had no idea what I was getting myself into when I agreed to take on this task. For those of you here today who have been involved in the planning of previous reunions, you understand exactly what I mean. I came to realize very quickly that this reunion was only going to happen with a total team effort. And I'm proud to say that I've been working with the most amazing group of people who have gathered here today on the stage, and I would like to acknowledge them one by one. I would ask that you would hold any applause as I mention each person, and at the end we can recognize them together. First, I'd like to thank my brother and secretary of our committee, Reinder Kuntz. Fred, without your attention to the details, your 12-page minutes of meetings, your action lists, amazingly fast follow-ups, and sheer determination, this reunion would never have taken place. Thank you, bro. Deborah Crumpton-Wilson, your management of the reunion funds and your dogged insistence on following proper financial procedures and rules of accountability kept things on the straight and narrow. Irene Lopatchik-Schwartz, your incredible patience and leadership skills were clearly revealed in the planning of the most wonderful music concert which you're about to enjoy. Despite all the demands this task put on your time, you were also able to put together a fabulous team of volunteers. These volunteers are in effect an extension of the planning team, and we could not have pulled this off without you. Thank you, Irene, and thank you to all the participants in the music concert and to all the many volunteers helping out today. Pam, Scott, Ty, when you agreed to be part of the committee, because you had been involved in previous planning of previous reunions, you insisted that you would only participate in an advisory capacity. Why? Slowly but surely it became obvious that you were going to be just as busy, if not more so, than anyone on the team. Thank you for all your efforts coordinating the evening reception together with our friends at the Convention Center. Joy Thompson-Meach. Joy is the youngest grad on our team and not just another pretty face, although she's pretty. We know you had a tough year, but you hung in there, and you always kept a positive mental attitude. Your willingness to jump in with a variety of tasks made everyone else's job a lot easier. Thank you, Joy. Sue Kenny, Kipling's current head secretary, acted as liaison to the school and communicated our very long wish list to the students and staff of Kipling. She did an amazing job of soliciting teacher and student involvement so that this could be a reunion not just for alumni and retired faculty members, but also a reunion for today's students and staff. Sue took on so many different jobs, and it's just impossible to list them all. Thank you, Sue and Roger Dale, the current principal, and to all of Kipling's teaching staff and students who have given so much of their time towards this reunion. Last but not least, Miranda Sohani. Where's Miranda? who is the KCI Student Council co-president. He was our lifeline to the student body of Kipling. Thank you, Maratal, for your enthusiastic participation on the committee and for being willing to hang out with a bunch of old geezers like ourselves. Maratal is joined on stage by fellow Student Council co-president Komal Simar. In the early stages of planning, Ernie Lynch was a very keen and helpful member of our team. But due to health issues, Ernie reluctantly had to withdraw from the committee, but continued to fully support the efforts of our team through his Kipling alumni website, which was very instrumental in getting the message out to all of you. Thank you, Ernie, for supporting this effort, and we were glad to see your return to perfect health.